Hi, my name is Bob Stahl, and I want to welcome you to our Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction Workbook. I feel very happy to offer this book to you along with my dear colleague and friend Elisha Goldstein. It's been a work of love for the past few years. I'd like to begin by offering you a poem. We're all on a journey in life, and this is a poem by Mary Oliver called The Journey. One day you finally knew what you had to do and began. And though the voices around you kept shouting their bad advice, and though the whole house began to tremble, and you felt that old tug at your ankles as each voice cried out to you, "Mend my life, mend my life, mend my life," each voice cried, but this time you didn't stop, and you knew what you had to do. And though the wind pried with its stiff fingers and the melancholy was terrible, it was already late enough, and it was a wild night. And the road was full of fallen branches and stones, but little by little, as you left their voices behind, the stars began to burn through the sheets of the clouds, and there was a new voice that you slowly recognized as your own, and it kept you company as you strode deeper and deeper into the world, determined to do the only thing you could do, determined to save the only life you could save. And there was a new voice that you slowly recognized as your own, and it kept you company as you strode deeper and deeper into the world, determined to do the only thing you could do, determined to save the only life you could save. So I want to welcome you to the Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction Workbook, and this is a journey. Peace is to be found within us. For many years in my early part of my life, I spent a lot of time looking outside of myself, looking for answers to life's mysteries. And I'll never forget reading the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu, where he says to us, there's no need to look outside your window, for everything you need to know is inside you. When I read those verses, I realized I'd been looking in the wrong place, looking outside of myself to understand this life. And it was at that time that I began this deep journey of mindfulness practice. So what is mindfulness? It's this practice of learning to be present in the here and now. The only moment that we actually ever really live in is the present moment itself. The moment that we realize that we're not present, we are, and the practice begins again and again and again. We can say in mindfulness practice there's two types of practice that really form a way of life. The first is the formal practices, sitting meditation, body scan meditation, formal practices where we're being stationary and concentrating on an object of meditation, such as the breath or sounds, sensations, mind states, or perhaps even just being aware of whatever is arising and passing in the present moment. The second aspect of the practice that forms as a way of life practice is bringing mindfulness into day-to-day experience. There's so many things that we do during the day that are going unnoticed, whether we're brushing our teeth, folding laundry, washing the dishes, walking down the road, having conversations with someone. So in the informal practices of mindfulness, the mindfulness of daily activities, we're bringing more awareness into the moments that we live in. In this way, our practice will grow. As well as cultivating our mindfulness practices, we also work on cultivating the practices of self-compassion. Many of us are very hard on ourselves, very judgmental, very critical, so it's also deeply important as we become aware of the workings of our own mind that we also begin to develop compassion. So this is just a short vlog, and let's just end with a short guided mindfulness meditation. And just sitting in a position that you feel comfortable. As you're looking perhaps at the screen, you're welcome to close your eyes if you like. And just taking a moment to check in with yourself as you begin to stop. And just feel how you are in your body, any sensations. Noticing what you might be feeling mentally, emotionally. We call this a mindful check-in. So just being present, feeling how you are in awareness. And just acknowledging all that you're feeling, all that you're holding, and letting be. And now gently bringing awareness to the breath, where you feel the breath to be most prominent and distinct, whether it's at the nose, or the chest, or the belly, or maybe other places, and just becoming mindful of the breath, breathing in and breathing out. And as we come to an end of this short meditation, taking a moment to congratulate ourselves that we've taken this time to be present, opening into our own hearts with a sense of self-compassion. May I be at peace. May all beings be at peace. Thank you, and blessings.